Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Omaha Hi Low Split. Now, before we get into that, I'm wondering... Oh, okay, never mind. I just cashed in. Oops, I pressed start hoping to find a thing. But I'll explain it. Here we go. See, the strongest starting hand in Omaha Hi Low is Ace, Ace, 2, 3, double suited. Double suited means that your aces... Well, let's say your Ace 2 in that hand, Ace, Ace, 2, 3, would be spades. Your Ace 2 would be spades. And your Ace 3 would be hearts. That way you're getting straight draws, flush draws, full house draws. It's the best starting hand, Ace, Ace, 2, 3. Now the point of Omaha is that you get 4 cards instead of 2 to make a really good 5-card hand. You can only use 2 of your home cards. I'm going to try to explain this a little bit better on this first hand here. We already got Scotty Nguyen at our table, and that scares me. Yeah, he's the only one, though. So, okay, so we've got how many people in this tournament? 1,700. So, let's see here. Now, look at this. We've got pretty low cards here. And in a game like this, you want to capture the low. If there's a lot of people in this card game right now, if there's a lot of people playing, I am going to call it. And I'm most likely going to call it just for... You know, I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. Now, I can only use 2 of these 4 cards I have in front of me right now. Right now, I'm wanting to use the 3 and the 4 of diamonds. What I would like to see on the board would be Ace, Deuce, 5 of diamonds to give me the wheel, which would be Ace, Deuce, 3, 4, 5. That gives me the high in a straight, and if it's all diamonds, it's a straight flush, and it gets me the low in what's called the wheel, which is the lowest possible hand in this game. In this game, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the lowest. It doesn't count as a straight, it's just low. So there we go, we got an Ace and a 5, and we can work with this any way we want. We could have a pair of 3s, Ace high. We could have a 6-4, so we have a pair of 6s, but we don't really want that. We've got a lot of low cards here, and I'm betting Amanda Thompson does not. So maybe she hits her ace. But if she does, we're going to split this pot because I don't think she has lower cards than I do. And basically, a low card counts as anything 7 or below, really. 8 is... I wouldn't even really bother with it. So there we go. We got a 2 and a 3. Do we have a 2? We do not have a 2. I'm disregarding a flush. I don't think a club will come out on the 4th. We're going to raise again, only because I want to stick true. This is not no limit. See, she folds, so we just win automatically. That last card was going to be a 10 of clubs. Okay, so if she had a flush, we would have been in trouble. Now, I'm going to stop here. Okay, so, as you can see, they all folded, so we would have won. If she stayed in and she had an ace, she would have won the high. The high would have been aces with whatever kicker she had, let's say a queen. I would have won the low because let's say she had ace, king, jack 10 or something like that. She wouldn't have had a low card, 2 low cards to make a low hand, but I would have with the 3-4, with the 4-6, with the 4-3. Any of those combination of cards could have given me a low hand. So, that is why I won the low. And if I win half the pot, I might as well go hard. Because we're either going to chop it, which means split half and half, or I'm going to win all of it. So, I might as well go for it. Alright, here we go. We've got double suited, king, queen, 5, jack. I don't know. In this spot, we're in the dealer. So, if we get 2 folders here, okay, we got a lot of callers. It's worth a call. We just won 80 bucks. You want to win while these, you know, it's going to be a very slow game. This is probably going to be about if I explain every single hand until we get to a point where we're understanding of this game, it's going to take a long time to finish this game. It's not no limit. It is a limit type, which means that we only bet 10 to 20 at a time, and we have 1,500. So if we're only betting 10-20 into 1,500, it's going to take nearly 150 hands before we get somebody all in. But the levels will go up. It's just going to take about maybe 2 hours or so to get to the end here instead of 1. Let's see here. King, queen. What do we got? We got king on the board, 2 diamonds. So I have a flush opportunity. I don't have a low opportunity. So if I want to stay in, I want to make sure that I've got the best cards, the top cards. And I think with the king, queen, or if we use queen 5 as a flush, I think we're either going to get a flush or 3 kings. So I'm going to stay in. We've got 3 people in the hand, which means if I chop the low with somebody, if somebody else has a low card, like say if they have 2, 3, 5 in their hand and they have the wheel, which it doesn't count right now on the board, they'd have to have another connector on the board. But if they had a low hand, I would chop it, but since there's 3 of us in the hand, I'd at least gain some money off of it. And that is a heart. So right now I've got a straight. And I think that's good.
I'm going to call.
I would like to see the ace. Well, I don't think I want an ace. I don't know about this. Alright, so we have a 9. So there is no low. Now I want to make sure I've got the highest hand. And I have a straight. Let's see, I'm worried about flushes, full houses. This guy is raising. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen here. And for demonstration's sake, and because the limits are low, might as well see if I'm a winner. We'll go and we'll see what happened here. Yes, perfect. Okay, see, there is no low because there's not enough low cards on the board. There's only a 2 and an ace. You need at least 3 because then us over here with these 4 cards, we're going to have to use 2 of our cards. So there is no low, and I had the best hand with that straight. Tony had a 2 pair. He had aces and kings. Fine, fair dues. I'm not seeing too much there. Clubs, I'm not seeing too much there. And he had aces and kings as well. So I had the straight, and it's a pretty good spot. So hopefully you're understanding this, and I'm going to move really slowly in this game for the sole reason that this is a very, very difficult game to get a grasp of. It's easy once you get Texas Hold'em down, but then you try to play this. I'm not even an expert at this. Texas Hold'em, I feel like I could play comfortably all day, every day. We've got a pair of 6s here. I think it's worth a call. Maybe we'll get trips. You know, maybe we'll get some spades on the board. So I think it's worth a call, and we have 2-6, which is 2 low cards. So it's worth a call here. Sally raises, though. And I don't like that. But we'll call again. Okay, so we do have trip 6s here.
Otherwise, this is going to be a very boring hand.
We've got 2 diamonds, which does scare me. Glenn raises with trip 6s. There's 2 low cards on the board, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to get the low because I have a 6. So I'm just going to call. Hopefully he pushes Sally out. Hopefully this doesn't become... Okay, good. So Sally does go away. She was the initial raiser, so... And there's another 7. So now I have a full house, and I'm going to gun it because I don't think he's going to get a low hand out of this. Hopefully a king or something comes out on the flop. Right now I have a full house, and nothing is really going to beat my high, and I'm battling for the low here. So come on, high card. Above 8, please. 9, 10, jack. Oh, and it's a 5, and it's a heart. Okay, so no flush beats me. Yeah, flush wouldn't beat me anyway. So I'm worried about his low cards now. I'm just going to raise. The worst we could do is chop, and, you know, I'm going to win money either way. I might as well go for the kill. Perfect. So there is no low. He didn't have enough low cards. And I have full house 6s over 7s, which means I have 3 6s and 2 7s in my hand there. My 2 middle cards and the 6 and 7s on the board. He had ace, jack, jack 6, double suited. And that's a pretty good hand because the jacks represent his high cards and the ace 6 represents his low cards. And he's got 2 chances at a flush with the diamonds and the clubs, which is matched suits. So that's a really good hand to have. I just got really lucky with hitting on the 6 and missing a diamond. But even so, I would have beat him with the full house. So that's why it's always good to go in when you have 2 cards. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this... Oh, hey, you almost have a straight. This is a good hand. Typically, but in this position where I don't know what the 4 people after me are going to do, and 2 people have already called, and I don't have high cards, I'm going to fold it, I'm going to throw it away, and we're going to try to determine what Scotty... We'll go with Scotty. We'll see what this guy has, if he's going to be one of the main players in this pot. So he is called. This is going to be very hard. It's kind of hard on Texas Hold'em, so it's even more difficult on Omaha to peg what an enemy has in their hand. All right, so there's 2 spades, 2 queens. Glenn checks. Jenny raises. If Scotty raises, he has a flush. Yeah, he folds. Okay, so never mind. We won't guess what Scotty has. Jenny raised, or maybe she just called at the beginning of this hand. Okay, there's a spade. There's no low. There's no possible low, so now we're looking for the highest cards. No low available. So who's got the higher cards here? Now it turns into Texas Hold'em. Just you have 4 cards to work with instead of 2. 4 of clubs isn't going to change anything. Unless someone has 5-6. I think someone's got a flush here, though. Jenny raises. Maybe she hit that straight. Glenn re-raises. Jenny re-raises. Oh, God. Someone's got a flush. Someone hit a straight. What's going on here? And there it is. There is the flush. Jack-6 flush. And he had a pair of queens. He had nothing. Look at him. He had Jack-10 and Ace-2, which is a good high-low card. But he ran into black cards. Why would he do that? And look at that. That's the disadvantage of having a rainbow hole cards is Ace of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, 10 of Clubs, Deuce of Spades. You're just asking for trouble. But I guess he does have the low. Oh, the 8 does count. My mistake. Sorry, there is a low hand. I thought it was... I thought I took 8s and better is typically what it is. So anything above 8. So 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King does not count as a low. So I misplayed that. I apologize. That's going to confuse people. I'm sorry. Alright, so we got 2 clubs. We've got a pair of 4s and a high 10. It's good enough for a call. I want to see a flop here. Alright, 6, 7, 8, 2 spades. I've got 2 clubs, so that doesn't really help me. They're kind of hitting in the middle. They're going to raise it up, and I think I want to try to steer away from this.
Jack.
Unless they all check. Alright, he raises. Okay, so I've got 2, 4. Am I going to have a good low card? Is 2, 4 good enough? Is someone going to have a, well, I guess, is someone going to have an ace-deuce, an ace-3, an ace-any combo, really? With those 3 checking, I guess it's alright to call here. They all fold out, so we do get a king of diamonds. That doesn't help me or hurt me in any way, I don't believe it, unless it gives him a high, which is not great. So he raises again. I think it's wisest to fold here. Let's cut our losses. And there's an ace, so I probably would have got a low there. But I was just scared of him beating me on the high. Alright, ace, deuce, 3, 3 spades, and an 8 of diamonds. Not good cards to have, for the sole reason of I have 3 spades. I'm not gonna, odds are I'm not gonna get a flush. If I have an ace, someone might have an ace-king, and they might double pair, 2-pair me out of it. It's just a scary thing. Too low of cards as well. 3, 6, 8. We would have had 2 pair at this point, and we could have used the 2 aces low. So I guess, in retrospect, it would have been good to stay in, but with this many people, who knows what could happen. Alright, it's Scotty versus Tony. There's the Queen of Hearts, so I wouldn't have won a high here. Someone would have paired that. And there's a 7, so I'm worried about a straight and a queen. I probably could have had the low. I could have chopped this pot, but look at this. Raise. Re-raise now on the flop. What is Scotty going to do? He's a poker pro. What is he going to do? He calls. And he loses. Pair of 7s to a 10 high straight that he got on the flop. Yeah, you can kind of tell, but he does get the low. And I could have had that low. I should have stayed in and chopped the pot with one of them. Oh well, we're still up. Alright, 7, 10 of clubs, 4, 6. In this position, there's so many people in. I don't think it's wise. Someone could have ace, deuce, 3. you know, any of those combos could beat me. Alright, so no low cards, so pretty good folds so far. Again, I'm trying to take this really slow. We're only about 7 hands in. Okay, so I don't see any low. So someone 9, 10, Jack, Queen, they have to use 2 of their cards. So anyone with a 9, Queen, anyone with a Queen, King, anyone with an 8, 9 really is going to dominate that. Tony winning it. Alright, we're under the gun. We've got 9s and a Queen, King double suited. I'm going to raise it up. We do not have a low, but I feel like I can win the high. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. It's a hard game to grasp and understand. Bear with me. She re-raises me. Interesting. How many people are going to stay in for that? Nobody. Alright, so it's me versus her. High cards. Come on, no low cards. 9s are better here. Come on now. And all hearts, too. Spade, spade, spade. You cheeky bastard. Well, we do have trip 9s. But that doesn't mean anything if she has 2 spades. I'll bet it, and we'll see what she has. Let's see if she raises here. She's only down to 1,300. So maybe we could probably push her out. I mean, we've got a 2 to 1.3 ratio on her. And there's another spade, but it doesn't matter because she's going to need 2 spades in her hand to beat me anyway. Basically, what I want to see right now is an 8, deuce, or 5. That's what I want. Or another 9 would be great, too. So let's just call. Let's hope we get lucky. 8, deuce, or 5. Come on now. Beat out the flush. And it's a 4 of spades. Oh, man. So we're going to have a flush on the board. So my trip 9s don't mean anything. Does she have a higher spade? She probably does. We've lost this hand. Well, actually, I don't know, because we have to use 2 of our own cards. Let's look at that rule right now. I want to test that right now. I'm going to call just because I want to make sure that I have to use 2 of my cards. Yes, I do have to use 2 of my cards, luckily. And she didn't have the spades, so that's good as well. So we do split it with her. We both win 175. Okay, so we have 2 lows. They're not really low, but the 10 and the Queen are both hearts. Oh, okay, so we have 3 hearts. Alright, well, they all fold, and we get a free flop. So, yeah, we'll take advantage of that. 9, 5, 6. Alright, so we do have 8, 5, 10. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 would be wonderful. It would give me a straight. I've got a pair of 5s. I've got 2 overs. I'm just going to check. I don't think that's a very good flop for me. Could be better. I don't think she has anything either, so I think I'll probably raise her up here. There's another 9. So I have 5 and 9s with, let's say, a queen kicker. And I'll raise it. I'll go up. I've got 2 pair. I don't think she hit that. She doesn't have a straight. She doesn't have a flush. She's going to fold. Perfect. And we'll just win easy money. Alright, let's see here. We've got Jack, Queen, King, and a 6 that's suited with the King. Alright, I'm not too happy with that, and they're raising it up here. I'm going to fold. Sally Kelly's under the gun. She must have a pretty good starting hand.
And now the flop.
King, Queen, Ace. Alright, so, well, we could have had a flush draw here. Could have had 2 pair. A straight draw. A lot of advantages for me in this hand, but I chose to opt out of it. And I think it was a good decision. There's another low card right there. Anything 8 or below would have split the pot in half, so I still think good fold. Okay, so yeah, except if it pairs. So no low. I would have had kings, queens with an ace kicker. So I would have had 2 pair. And he had 2 pair, aces and a 5. So he would have beat me, and I would have lost money there. So that was a good fold. Alright, ace 10, we've got a 3-7 and 2 hearts. So I think that's okay to call 80. Tony Harris just raised, though, and I'm a little nervous. I have a chip lead right now, a pretty substantial one for how low these blinds are. So I'm going to fold. I'm going to play a little close to the belt.
That's useless.
Play more hands, so I need to play more hands. Okay. It doesn't have an accurate knowledge of my spending here. Wow, they're going up to 300 per round here. It's up to an $1,100 pot. This is the biggest hand we've seen yet. The low would be ace-6-8. Somebody's got a low. Somebody's probably fighting for a high here. Jack-King would give him a straight. And they're re-raising each other. This is crazy. You don't usually see this in a limit event. $1,700, and it's going to be split. Yes, he had the low with the 7-5. I don't know why he didn't have the low. Let's see here. Oh, because he only... Okay, so he paired his ace. That's why. That's why he doesn't win the low. That's too bad. That's really too bad. He could have took him out.
Sure, why not?
Alright, 5-7-9 king. 3 diamonds, 2 people in already. I'm folding.
I'm out.
My high cards aren't high enough, and my low cards aren't low enough for me to get involved in that. Alright, so Travis wins with a straight. Alright, let's see here. 3-5, 5-8. So we've got a pair of 5s, and we have some clubs. So we have a low hand here. I think it's worth the call. See if we get lucky here with either some straight clubs or, you know, a 5. So we can trip up. Which means get another 5 so we can have 3 5s.
Not this one.
The flop.
Okay, there we go. We get the 5 and 10s. We have a full house right now. And we've got a 3 and an 8 for low. So we just need 2 low cards to get a winning hand here. There's a 6. So that's good. Tony's going to raise. I'm going to re-raise. I've got a full house. There will be no low hand. I need to keep re-raising him. He doesn't know what I have. Unless he has a 10-6 or a 10-5 in his hand. He's not beating me.
Players are going to have to pay to see the cards.
This fishing trip has
I'm wanting a 2. Jack. Okay, so it's a jack. That's actually a good card. Unless he has a jack in there as well. So that does scare me. He checks, and I don't like that. Let's raise. He re-raises me. I'm scared now. The only hand that beats me is if he has a 10 matched with a 5-6 or jack. So if he has a 10-5, 10-6, 10 jack, he beats me. Everything else loses to me. I'm calling. Oh, he had the 10, but he didn't have the 6, 5, or jack. There we go, full house, no low. Would we have beat him on the low? We would have tied on the low, so I would have won 3/4 of the pot had the jack not come up and had something like a 2 come up. So that's great. What a great pot there. We win 1,400. That is awesome. We have doubled our chip stack already in this event. Yeah, we're double suited. We've got 2 low cards, a high queen. I think we're playing this one as well. We're going a little over here. But this is a pretty good hand. Alright, well, we don't get any of the flushes. Ace 8, 4, 6 would be our low. I think we'll call it. We have a low here. There's 4 people in the hand. We might win half of the pot. So they all check. I don't think they have a... I don't think they have high cards. I think we all have low cards here. We're just battling over who has the lowest. That or they all have high cards. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Raise 80. The question is, are we going to get a 2 or a 3 here? Yeah, damn it. Let's stay in. Let's see. We've got enough money to gamble here a little.
This roller coaster has come to a complete stop.
There's the 2. Perfect. Ace, deuce, 4, 6, 8 is my low. I don't think anybody can beat that unless they have a 3, 5. And they probably do. But I'm banking on splitting this pot. That's all I want to do here is split the pot. And we don't split. She has the ace. What'd she have? She had 3, 4, and I had 4, 6. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even going to look at the next hand, or I'm going to play it again. So 25 minutes of Omaha action. You're probably confused. Stick with it. Next episode, I'm going to continue coverage of it, and we're going to try to get into these higher blinds. They're increasing in 4 hands. See how many people have dropped. We've already lost about 50 people or so. Around that, yeah. 28 plus around 16. 28 and 16, 30, 40. Yeah, about 44 or so people are already out of this tournament. And all we need to do is just endure this table, and we are chipping them down quite a bit. Tony Harris is raising. He's a low stack. I mean, we're top stack here, and if we keep playing the way we're playing, we're looking at another shot at a bracelet here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I am Derek D. Ginger King, and until the next episode, I am checking out.